Now for the second part, our main focus will be mainly on the face structure, then remaining parts of the hairs on downwards part where the curvy hairs are going on, and then finally little bit part of left side face also. As we all know that the light source is coming directly from the front side, so of course that shining part will be on the back side, or the darker or shading parts will be on the back side. So most of the face or most of the part of the face will look flat or little bit more lighter tone. But as we all know that in the previous part we have used uncleaned or not clean blending stump on the face, so those blending stumps are giving us a little bit darker tone. So we are going to make those darker tones into a lighter tones, and first of all, before making those parts visible into whiter tones, we are going to make first of all eyebrows, then remaining part of cornea, remaining part of downside part of eyes also. But the problem here is that the eyelashes, eyebrows and these parts, in most of the parts that I have used, those faces were, or the eyebrows were a little bit brownish, or the eyelashes were black, but upper part, which is eyebrows and cornea parts, were a little bit lighter as compared to this portrait. But Rashmika Mandanna's eyes and eyebrows are too black and you see so many details there. But if you are going to make details in blacker parts, it is a little bit more hard, so you have to use a base layer. So I have used a 2B pencil base layer on the face first, then I have used a hard charcoal pencil. Keep on focusing that I have not used 2B pencil on the part where eyebrow and eyelashes and cornea going on, because if I will use a graphite pencil as a base layer, I cannot use charcoal pencil on the first layer, because these two things like charcoal and graphite pencil, they both don't blend easily, or what I mean about saying is that they don't blend. So leave the part where the eyebrows and cornea and eyelashes are going on. So first of all, make a hard charcoal pencil sharp as much as you can, and then make smaller hairs of eyebrows. Then for the first layer, you first of all, for the base layer, use hard charcoal pencil, make smaller hairs, then blend it using a makeup brush or paint brush, that both anything that you have. Don't use blending stump, the mistake that I have made. Don't make this mistake on your portrait. Then finally use a soft charcoal pencil for the parts like the middle part of the eyebrow is a little bit black, right? So use the soft charcoal pencil in the particular area, not every part of eyebrow, because if you will use the soft charcoal pencil in every part of the eyebrow, it will give you a drawing look, it will not give you a realistic look. And the problem here is that the starting of eyebrows is a little bit faded as compared to middle part of the eyebrow. But the main thing is that don't leave details. Allow yourself to give more and more details to your sketches. The more and more details you will give to your sketches, it will look more and more beautiful. Now as you can see that the left side part of the cheek and the nose part and everything is looking a little bit more darker, and the skin tone of Rashmika Mandanna is lighter, right? So problem is that the skin tone is looking a little bit darker and you want a lighter tone like Rashmika Mandanna. So we will see how I am going to convert the higher tone or the black tone of the face into a lighter tone. But right now I am going to use a charcoal pencil, hard charcoal pencil, and the same technique that we have used in the upper part of hairs, same technique we will apply the downside part of the hairs also. But difference here is that hairs are going a little bit curvy, and allow pencils or hard charcoal pencil and sharpen your charcoal pencil as much as you can, so that you can apply a little bit smaller hairs, as we all know that the hairs are too small, right? So applying those smaller hairs differences are a little bit tough. So for the base layer of the charcoal pencil on the right hand side of hairs, use hard charcoal pencil, make smaller hairs. See the directions. The upper part of the hairs were straight, right? But the downside part of the hairs are a little bit curvy. So you have to keep on focusing on the details and the direction of hairs also. So after making the directions of hairs, we are going to blend it, but before blending it, I'm going to make the face first, as we all know. And in my previous videos, in my previous parts of portraits also, I told you all that if you are a right hand person, start your sketch with left side, and if you are a left side person or you use your left hand for sketching, start with right hand side and end on left side. And the difference, or the main reason I told you that the thumbprints and the graphite thumbprints and your hand wrist prints will make it, or it will printed on the other part of the face or any other things, and it will look totally weird on your portrait sketching. And if you want to erase it also, it will not be erased easily. So for that reason, I am going to make if you are a righty person, start with left and end it with the right. And this technique is also easy. And for the final part of the face, which is lip part, which is a little bit darker, and if you are going to make a color pencil portrait, you can use a pink color. But problem with the black and white portrait sketching or a pencil portrait sketching is that there are so many colors on the face. The lip color, which is pink, one of Rashmika, and if you want to make a pink color, it is easy on the color portraits. But if you want to make it into a black and white, it is not easy. It is a little bit blackish, and you have to keep on focusing on the details between the teeth part and the lips part, because if you don't know how to blend those two parts into a skin texture, it will give you a horrible sketch. But keep on focusing on the details and apply small details. Go for a base layer, first layer and second layer, and it will look too beautiful. Now for the face part, you can see it is looking a little bit lighter tone now. And the thing that I have used is that I have used rubber, which is the common stationery rubber, which is the flat one, rectangle rubber. And I have made you can also use the clay rubber also, which is available in stationery or any other thing, so that you can have a little bit lighter tone. I have applied that rubber into every part of face where the darker tone were going on. And then finally I will use a 2B pencil again for the base layer, and then this time I will use a clean blending stump, which is the smallest one, or I will use a makeup brush, which is the clean one. So now you all know that if you will use a clean blending stump or clean things or any instrument that is clean one, except pencils, you can clean your pencils also. If you will use your clean pencils, it will give you a totally good look. But if you will use the instruments that are not cleaned, it will give you a complete horrible look. And the example I want to set here was the skin tone colors. So we will see on the third part. So that was all for this tutorial. If you have learned something from this video, subscribe and drop a like. And comment down your question and queries regarding this tutorial. Meanwhile, take care of your loved ones too. Have an artistic day. Tattoos.